This is the place. And you say people come from far, far, far away to find their dreams, chasing down these meteors and comets called dreams in the sky of life. Chasing down, there's certain hot spots.
Yo, what's Gucci, everybody? It's your boy ssjk-dots, the first black Super Saiyan whoever on this planet, man. I'm back with another video. We have the Breaking Bad Season 5 spoiler review, discussion, whatever you want to call this shit. Man, this shit, epic. This Breaking Bad Season 5 spoiler discussion. Breaking Bad Season 5, so this starts after Gus's death. Gus Flings dies in Season 4. Gets blown up, and they destroy Gus's Walter and Jesse destroy Gus's meth lab, and everything is just in shambles. But yeah, so Season 5 basically starts off with Walter and Jesse. Walter is supposedly done with no, that's later. Walter wants to get back to cooking again. Jesse's sort of ready to bail out, but he's like, all right, let's do it. So they no longer have a person to distribute the drugs to. So who's the next best person up to do it? Mike. Mike knows a lot of people. Mike knows some people to set up another business again, but Mike doesn't outright say yes first. Mike starts to realize, yeah, I need some money and stuff. I got to help out my granddaughter, you know. So Mike wants to start to get into the business and stuff of selling and distributing drugs and everything. So that's what they decide to do. Mike is just is probably even more cautious than Gus. Mike being a former cop and stuff. Mike is also being watched by Hank. Hank and I forgot the other guy's name, but his partner. Hank is watching him. So Mike has to play it carefully. And Hank's relentlessness to get this case solved pushes Mike later to quit and stop doing this, and is going to soon later cause Walt, due to, and this one I'm going to get to it, it's going to later cause, it's part of the reason Walt is going to end up quitting cooking and choose his family over cooking, because he finally has enough money to he has enough money to now really take care of his family, a lot of money. So what ends up happening is, and also Mike quitting is also another reason for Walt getting ready to quit officially, and also Skyler, and this is why I hate Skyler. Skyler's over, and this is why, and Walt, and I like it because Walt finally said, man, he finally let her know, Skyler, all you gotta do is let me do what I have to do. Keep your mouth shut. You didn't need to be involved in shit, because you also helped make it worse. Dumbass Skyler, stupid bitch, is going to give $622,000 of Walter's money to the guy she cheated on Walter with. Dumb bitch, Skyler. Stupid bitch. You're going to give $622,000 of Walter's money to the dude you was sleeping with?
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Stupid. Dumbass character. And Walt has to, recuperate that money again this season, right? Recuperate that money again. So, what ends up happening is Skyler starts acting all weird and paranoid, like, oh, but Walt, someone's gonna come to a house and kill us and stuff. I don't want the kids to be in the house. Walt's over telling her everything. Babe, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And she's not listening. Just listen to Walt. He knows what he's talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not in this business. Stupid Skyler. Overreacting and shit. Which was causing Hank to be more suspicious and were more relentless on the crime. And for some reason, Hank finds the book that Gail had with the initials WW in it in Walter's bathroom. He looks at it, and then Hank's like, oh my gosh. Hank finally puts everything together. Hank puts everything together. He now realizes Walt is Heisenberg. So what ends up happening is Walt ends up just leaving for days, and he's just setting up a little he gets all this old evidence on Gus's operation stuff, and he has it in his garage. He's just going through all the old evidence. He starts putting everything together in the little description of what Heisenberg looked like and stuff, and was like, oh yeah, it's Walt. So Hank now knows that Heisenberg is Walt, but we'll get back to that. The other conflict this season, Jesse later will find out that Walter poisoned Brock. So yeah,
just heads up to let you know I'm coming for you. See, I decided that burning down your house is nothing. Next time I'm gonna get you where you really live. Jesse, listen.
So now everyone's turning against Walt. The family's turning against Walt. Skylar's turning against Walt. Skylar is questioning Walt. Hank knows what Walt did. Jesse is like, fuck you, Walt, and he wants to completely go like, man, fuck this, Walt, I'm done with you. And he's trying to destroy Walt now, trying to kill his family and shit, and take something from Walt, because Walt hurt Brock. And what happens is, during the season, and this is all how everything's going to just fall into shambles, because also goes into Jesse too. When Mike took over as doing what Gus was doing the distribution, Gus ended up, Mike ended up hiring this dude named Todd. He hired this guy named Todd, and he's a guy who wants to make a good impression and stuff, and he wants to, be more involved in the business and stuff, and, really help Walt and Jesse. So he helps him out with a mission to rob this train from one of the distributors that's close to Mike, Lydia. She's able to get them methylamine and stuff for them to cook, and she gives them this tip of a train that they can rob, and if they rob this train, they're going to get a loads of methylamine inside of it. But the thing about it is, they need to trick the train company, the railroad company and stuff, and trick them and let them think that the methylamine is still in there. So they had to take out all that methylamine and put water back in. So they had to divide this plan to stop the train at a certain point on the track. And they went ahead and days before buried this giant tank. There was a tank of methylamine and this tank of water. They was going to take the methylamine out of the train, put it inside the tank, and have the tank of water go back inside the tank of methylamine to balance it out. So they can think that it's still full, but it ain't full of methylamine. That's what they was doing. So what ended up happening was they got the methylamine, and randomly this random ass kid on a dirt bike was out there, and they saw him. And Walt and Jesse and Walt said that nobody cannot know about this crime, because then this is going to make everything more suspicious. This kid ends up seeing it, and Todd is doing what they said. He shot the kid. No one cannot know about it. So look, it's fucked up, but nobody couldn't know about it, and the kid saw what happened. Sure, the kid probably didn't know exactly what happened, but the kid was going to blab about it later to somebody, and somebody was going to talk about it later. So they had to shoot the kid. No! They did that thing they did in season 1 when they burnt 8-Ball, when they literally melted his body alive and stuff, and the guns and stuff. So he did that. The kid's body is gone. It's completely gone. It's melted. Gone. So that shit's gone. So Walt and them did that. And Jesse's like hella butthurt about it, because you told Todd was just doing what you said. Nobody cannot know about it. Nobody else besides them can know about this. He was just getting rid of the evidence. It is what it is. He's doing what you said. Besides, Jesse should have been more specific. But it is what it is. So what ends up happening is Todd later is trying to let Walt know, like, yo, Walt, like, hey, I got this. I know this uncle and stuff, my Uncle Jack, man, we can help out with, the selling and stuff, and making, the drugs and shit. I got some connections too. But Todd does not start to become a character big enough later. Give him some time. So basically, let's get back to where Jesse was trying to kill Walt and shit. Hank knows Walt is Heisenberg, and Jesse knows that Walt killed Brock. So this is what Hank decides to do. Hank cares about the job. Hank wants to bust Walt. And now everything starts to come back together. Marie starts questioning Skylar, like, yo, Skylar, so when Hank got shot, you knew that Walt was doing this shady stuff? And all that stuff was linked to it, and you knew? And Marie was like, yeah, fuck Walt. We finna bust this nigga. And Hank gets more confirmation to do it. He gets more confirmation to just do it and bust Walt. So they need to get something on Walt. So this is what Walt decides to do. Walt needs to hide his money. They can't find the methamphetamine and stuff, so this is what they do. They gonna hide the money. That's what they decide to do. Walt decides to hide the money because that's really the only evidence they have against him. The money. So he hides the money, buries it somewhere. But Hank is using Jesse to try and bust Walt. So Jesse is gonna snitch on Walt. Be a snitch, a little rat snitch. Look, I understand where Jesse's coming from. Jesse doesn't owe Walt no more loyalties because Walt been lying to him too much, and Walt tried to kill Brock. So, it is what it is. Shit happens. But Jesse was about to snitch though. Walt was probably not gonna snitch on Jesse if this flip shit would turn. But in this situation, Jesse was the one doing the snitching. So what ends up happening is Walt's in a rush to go get his money. Jesse's in a rush to go meet up with them and bring Hank and his partner Gomez to go and bust Walt. Walt is making this call to Jack. Like, Jack, I need you and your boys, your little mercenary hit squad. Yeah, we need Hank and them are trying to get me. No, he was gonna come. He did not know Hank and them was there yet. He thought Jesse was coming, but he thought Jesse was bringing some people to come and kill him. So he was calling up Jack like, yo, Jack, I need you. Can you come out here? And he ends up seeing Hank and Gomez like, Jack, call it off, don't come. And Walt specifically said, call it off. So mind you, he told him to call it off. He said to call it off. Walter walks out. Hank and Gomez see him and Jesse see him. Walter surrenders. Walter ends up in handcuffs. Jesse spits on him, and then Walt tries to run up on him, and they start fighting and stuff. Hank and Gomez pull him off each other. Then fucking Jack and his boys pull up out of nowhere. These two men. So Jack is asking if Hank and Gomez they're all now in a shootout, right? They're all getting ready to shoot each other. Jack and his boys and Todd are all asking, yo, you got badges? Are you cops? Are you DEA? Show us badges. And for some reason, Hank and Gomez aren't showing their badges to confirm or whatever. They're not showing badges. They're just doing. I'm like, clearly everyone here is being dumb. You guys are ready to shoot down these police, the DEA? For sure. You guys are ready to not show your badges. Just show your badges and shit. Strike more fear into their hearts. Whatever. Or some shit. But everybody was being dumb on every side. So Jack was not supposed to show up. Jack ends up showing up. He was not supposed to show up. Because Walt told him not to. He shows up. So what ends up happening is, basically, Jesse ran off and hid somewhere. And this is the part where I'm like, they didn't think to check. Oh my god. I was like, did y'all not check under the car? We'll get to that in a second. So they start shooting each other out. Hank gets shot. Gomez dies. And Hank is on the ground. And Walt's trying to beg to Jack, like, Jack, don't kill him, Jack, don't kill him. And Hank tells to Walt, like, Walt, they made up their mind like 10 minutes ago before they got here. They was already gonna shoot us. It is what it is. And Hank told Jack, like, fuck you. Jack shoots Hank. Hank's dead.
My name is Asac Schrader. You can go f*** yourself. Do what you're gonna do.
And Jack starts to get more suspicious of why they was out here anyways. And Jack starts to, for some reason, this nigga's had a fucking flip phone, and he has some device on it that allowed him to find a specific spot where the money was. I was like, huh? Whatever. I ain't gonna question it. But the flip phone was able to detect exactly where the money was at that Walt you know, buried. Exactly in the spot where whatever. I'm not gonna question. It's whatever. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. It's some dumb shit, but I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. The phone detected exactly the same exact spot where the money was at. I'm like, huh? Whatever though. And then the other dumb part. So did these niggas not check under the car before? They're over there. So Jack sends his boys to go look for Jesse. And they go all the way. They're walking all over the place and shit. And none of them think to check under the car that Jesse was in. I'm over like, and this nigga was under the car the whole time. Because I thought Jesse ran. This nigga was under the fucking car the whole time. Like,
oh shit. Here we go again.
okay. But they got him. It's all good. They got him. Jack and them got him. So this is the part where this shit started to get fucked up. Jack and his boys. So Walt. So so Jack and his boys, them douchebags, they take Walt's money, and they leave Walt one barrel of millions of dollars and shit. They leave him one barrel, right? Jack doesn't offer Walt no ride or no shit, nothing. And Walt tells Jack, "You still owe me. You need to kill Jesse." And what they tell him is, as a proposition, we will take him, pry some information out of him, see if he said anything else or snitch, and we're going to, we'll kill him after. And Walt's like, I don't care, as long as he's gone, get rid of him. And Walt was like, fuck you, Jesse, deuces, nigga, deuces. So they both go their separate ways. Then there's the next couple of days span where Walt is now getting ready to get his family and get the fuck out of there. They're getting ready to call the guy that can make you disappear. They're getting ready to do all that. And what ends up happening is Skylar, Marie, and everyone, and even the DA asking, where's Hank? Where's Hank? And Walt's packing up the stuff, and Skylar and them show up to the house, and they're like, where's Hank? And they start to piece everything together. Skylar grabs his knife. She tries to stab Walt and shit. Walt and her are fighting. And then Walter Jr., fucking bitch ass Walter Jr., gonna call the police. Talking about, oh, my dad pulled a knife on my mom. He tried to, I was like, Walt Jr., you bitch. Your dad didn't even do that shit. Your mom pulled the fucking knife.
She belongs to the streets.
But look, I understand. The reason Hank is dead is because of Walt. It's all because of Walt. I understand it. But Walter Jr., you lying piece of shit, bitch. Walter Jr. fucking lied. That rat motherfucker lied. Liar, bro. Liar. This dude straight up lied on Walt, bro. But I understand. Hank is dead because of Walt. That it is what it is. Hank is dead because of Walt. And also because Jack is stupid and Jack doesn't know how to take orders. When Walt specifically told Jack on the phone, do not come out here because Jack is retarded. Dumb nigga can't listen to shit. Stupid Jack. And they was dumb KKK skinheads anyways. I guess KKK dumb skinheads think the same. They're all retarded, I guess, and they don't know how to take orders. Walt specifically told dummy Jack, don't come out here. Don't come out here. He said it twice. And then stupid dumbass Jack comes out there.
Jack, no, don't.
What? Walter told you not to come out there. What? Nigga, why'd you come out there? The freak? Dumbass. Well, they was some Nazi skinhead idiots anyway. You know, them Nazi dumbass skinheads. That's what they do. They're stupid. Yeah. So yeah. Basically, Skylar and Walt Jr. turns on Hank. Hank is like, man, fuck all this. I'm out of here. So this is what Hank does. Hank takes the girl, Hank takes a daughter, and Skylar gets to keep Walt Jr. Hank didn't say it, but my friend we was watching it, and then my friend was like, my friend was talking as if he was Walt. You keep that boy, and I'm gonna take the girl. Walt grabbed their daughter. He got in the truck with the barrel of his money, did a reverse, stepped on that gas, was pushing back Skylar's car. Skylar running in the street like, Walt, give me my baby. So Walt is on the run, and Walt gives us epic ass monologue to Skylar and shit. Like, he was like, he's calling over the phone. Skylar is with the DEA, and they're tapping it, and Skylar Walt finally unleashes on Skylar and let her know, like, Skylar, you never appreciated anything I did. If you never appreciated anything, I did all this to provide for the fucking family. The family. I've been providing. I've been doing all this. You stupid, disrespectful bitch. I took our kid because you don't listen. This is your fucking punishment, you bitch. And I was like, yeah, that's what Skylar gets because you is a fucking hate Skylar. Skylar's fucking soccer, my nigga. She's trash. So Walt went off. And that monologue was tight because she needed to know that. And Skylar over there crying. And I don't have no feelings for Skylar, bruh. Skylar, you whack.
You never believed in me. You were never grateful for anything I did for this family. Oh, no. Walt, you have to stop. Keep your damn mouth shut. You stupid bitch. He cold. She belongs to the streets.
You should never, you didn't need to be involved in nothing. You didn't need to be involved in the money laundering. You didn't need to be involved in shit because you made things worse. You acting, you telling the kids to go to Hank's house is making Hank suspicious. You doing that shit, like walking in the pool, having your meltdowns and shit, was making niggas suspicious. Just do what you gotta do. Let Walt do what he had to do, and everything was gonna be all good. But you want to do all this, and that. Skylar, all you needed to do was just play your part and shut the fuck up, and just take the money and dip. Yes, it was wrong, but Walt finally calls Skylar out for being a hypocrite because Skylar's like, Walt, you can't be doing all this bad stuff. But she's doing it too. Hypocrite. He finally calls her out on her shit. Shouts out to Walt, man. Shouts out to Walt. He had to let her know. But Walt's a foul nigga too for what he did to Brock. Don't get me wrong. Walt is foul. There's some fault on everybody's end. Walt, Skylar, Hank, Jesse. There's fault on everybody's side. There's fault on everybody's side. So what ends up happening is Walt's on the run. Now I think it time jumps for 2 years. If this from what I heard, I think my friend told me 2 years or a year. I don't know. Jesse is basically locked up by Jack and his boys cooking meth for them for I think 2 years. They got him tied up, cooking meth every day. Todd is torturing Jesse, beating the shit out of him. So basically, it's Theon Greyjoy and Ramsey. Todd is Ramsey, and Jesse is Theon Greyjoy. He's Reek. Jesse is Reek. That's basically what's going on. And what's going on is that, you know, Walt is on the run. He's in Nebraska somewhere. He's hiding out, or in Canada. I don't know where the fuck he's at. He's somewhere. Some snowy ass place. And Walt decides to go back to New Mexico. Decides to go back to New Mexico to visit Skylar one last time. Visit their baby. The baby got bigger. He's saying his final goodbyes. He goes to see his old business partners that you see from the first season that took Walt's business, left him with like I think 5,000, and they now own that business that Walt's name is on. So there's no other way for Walt to give his family the money without getting caught by the DEA. So what he does is he ends up finding a way to have Skylar just like, you know what, just go ahead, you know, just say I did everything and shit, you know, I'm trying to get you out of this situation. And he goes to visit those people that own the business that he's supposed to be a part of, and he tells them, you're going to donate this money to my family through your name within 10 months because you're very rich. You guys, it's as a donation. You're going to donate this money to my family. It's going to be for, you know, a fund for for families that are under the abuse of meth and stuff. You're going to send this donation to them in 10 months. Walt gave him specific orders. Walt even had Jesse's old friends hide out in the darkness somewhere outside, point these lasers, not guns, but these lasers at them through the window to scare them. And no, I think he said to send a donation the next day. No, yeah, he had to get the check the next day. Yeah, they was gonna do the donation the next day. But Walt was saying something about 10 months, do something in 10 months. I forgot. But they was gonna get the check and stuff together to get sent out to Skylar and them the next day. That was what they're supposed to do. They was clearly scared, and they most likely did it. Walt wants to go get revenge on Jack for stealing all his money. So this is what Walt does. Walt creates this contraption. He rigs this a machine gun. He hooked up this machine gun to this thing in his car, right? He rigged up this thing and he parked this car specifically in a certain area to have his the machine gun. And by the click of he was going to click the trunk, the thing you hit to turn on trunk, that was going to shoot up Jack's house. So what Jack is doing, Walt's giving this monologue trying to distract Jack for long enough, and Walt starts to pick at him like, "Oh, your product that you've been making is inferior, it's whack and shit, and you betrayed me, and you betrayed me, and you teamed up with Jesse, my former partner and stuff." And Jack, for some reason, felt, because he had like Nazi symbols and shit on there, some dumb skinheads, KKK motherfuckers. So I guess they stupid. So Jack got in his feelings like, "Oh, what you talking about, partnership? Oh, this is not a partnership. This is not a partnership. He's my bitch, basically. This is no partnership." So Jack tells Todd to go get Jesse, bring him into this house so we can prove to Walt that this ain't no partnership. He does everything for me. This is my bitch right here. That's basically what he was trying to say. So Walt sees Jesse one more time. Walt and Jesse are clearly mad at each other. And Walt, as a distraction, pretends to fight Jesse to pin him down to the ground, just so he can kill everybody in the house. And what they end up doing is they end up the machine gun. So Walt hits the lock. He hits the button to open the trunk. The machine gun comes out and starts mowing down everybody in the house and shit. It hits Todd, hits everybody. Hits Jack, hits everybody. Everybody's getting hit. Jesse and Walt is on the ground. Walt got hit because he groaned a little bit. He got hit. So what ends up happening is Jesse and Walt end up surviving the gunfire. Walt gets hit. Todd is alive. Jesse grabs the chains and chokes the shit out of Todd. Chokes him, motherfucker. Kill him, shit. He's killing him. He's choking him out. He's choking him out. Todd's over there fighting and shit. Jesse's like, Todd's like, Jesse's like, he's choking him out. He's on the ground. Choke him, motherfucker. Jesse chokes him out. And they both go their separate ways. Jesse hops in this El Camino. And you know that movie Breaking Bad, El Camino. And Jesse hops in this El Camino, leaves off. They both give their little last goodbyes, like, in the little affirmation, like, "Yo, catch you later, bro." Walt knows he's gonna die. Jesse sees the bullet. Walt walks over to the meth lab that Jesse worked at, falls, he dies. Breaking Bad ends. But season 5, man, this shit kind of ended in an epic fashion. Like, damn, but shit. Hank dies. Walt didn't get to see Walter Jr. one last time in person. He got to see his daughter. He saw Skylar. He made sure the money gets donated to his family. He made sure of that. And yeah, hey man, I like this. I like this show. This show ended dope. It is so ended dope. And it is sad as fuck, but it ended dope. Like, I think everybody got what they needed. Walt got his final revenge on Jack for stealing his money, killing Hank. He got his revenge. He got what he needed. Walt ain't no saint, but he got his revenge. Make sure his family got that money, and things is popping how it's supposed to be. Well, hopefully, hopefully his family got the money and stuff, and then DEA didn't find a way to get that money somehow. Hopefully. But yeah, you guys, Breaking Bad, I like this shit. Shit was tight, man. Shit was tight. Shit was dope. Definitely ended better than Game of Thrones Season 8. I'll say that much. But yeah, I like Breaking Bad. The show was fire. The show was tight. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's your boy K-Dot, first black super saiyan in the world on this planet. Those are that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Please don't do drugs, and Hold up. Please don't do drugs. Deuces.
What'd you do? What'd you do?